Hey guys, Dr. Ernst here. Listen, I want to talk to you about something that you're definitely not going to hear about, this solar eclipse that's going to happen today. You're not going to hear this on mainstream media, nor is NASA going to talk about it, or certainly not the government or other news channels. I want you to recognize this eclipse, while it's going to make the Earth dark for a period of time, here in Charlotte, about 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we're going to see the moon interfere with the sun. And while that's great and it's a natural phenomenon, okay, good, but let's look at what does this actually mean for you and for your life. I'd like you to think of it as this. The moon is going to interfere with the sun, making it dark at about 2:41 p.m. The amount of interference would be calculated by how far the moon has gone in relationship to the sun. So, of course, we'll get to about 99.9% interference here in Charlotte at 2:41 p.m. But what is the moon in your life interfering with your light? You know, we look at light and dark as good and evil. So we want light to be in your finances. We want you to have great finances. We want you to have a rock star spiritual life, a great health life. What are the interferences, things holding you back from shining and being that person God created you to be? So I'd like to think that this solar eclipse is a wake-up moment. It's a call to action for you to sort of reflect on your life. You know, listen, this eclipse has not happened in the U.S. to this degree in the last 100 years. So you need to take this 3 hours and dedicate to yourself to analyze what's going on. Look, don't be like the sheep out there with glasses on looking up at this going, wow, it's getting dark, it's getting dark. Like, really, who cares about that? We should look at it and say, oh my gosh, the moon is interfering with the sun. What does that mean about my life? Where's my financial interference? Am I spending more money than I'm making? Am I in credit card debt up to my knees? Am I stuck in some sort of like a bad investment that I need to get out of? You need to analyze that. What is your moon? What is interfering with your life? In your spiritual life, the same thing. We could even go down to the idea of it's darkness versus light. It's the enemy's forces against God's forces, light and dark. Are you understanding that? Do you need to spend more time in God's Word? Do you need to start tithing more, or even just start in the first place? Do you need a revival in your spiritual life? Look, I don't know where you're at with that, but I'd like to say we don't need more darkness in this world. There's enough of it as there is. Let's not celebrate darkness today. Let's celebrate the fact that the sun is still shining behind that moon. What about your health? Listen, in my field, people are taking medications. That's a moon. It shuts off your life. Your spine, nerve damage could be interfering with the signals that you have sending from your brain to your organs, creating an eclipse in your body. So let's find that moon and get rid of it. Maybe it's your health in regards to your exercise, your diet, your detoxification. What are you doing that's blocking the ability for your body to heal by itself? Do you have a toxin inside of you? Are you eating an inappropriate diet? You need to figure it out. You've got 3 hours to reflect on your life. How about your relationships? Listen, we know today that most of us would rather talk to our phones than people. We know that their marriages are falling apart, our families are falling apart. We just honestly don't know how to have good quality relationship. Maybe a key area in your life is getting to know some people, making more friends, repairing a broken relationship, a moon that is bringing darkness into your life. Listen, I don't know where you're at, but today the world is practically coming to an end and everyone is looking up at this moon and probably just going, ooh, isn't that neat? What you should do instead is look down at a sheet of paper and write down your moons and what is interfering with your life. I promise you, those 3 hours will be the best of your life if you do that. Don't fall into the masses of what the crowds are doing. Reflect on yourself and you can make yourself great again. I mean, come on. That's our slogan for this year. So, I want you to do that. Finances, spiritual life, health life, relationships. What is your moon creating darkness in your life? It'll be the best 3 hours of your life. Thanks so much.